What's the largest city in Bulgaria, and what is the population?
Arnav Kapoor is a student. He's 23 years old from India. It's really exciting what he's working on.
Sophia, 1.21 million.
That is correct.
This is a device that you put on, and it intercepts the electrical signals that your brain is sending to your vocal cords and sends that to a computer. And he gets the answer right in his ear through vibrations.
You could be an expert in any subject. You have the entire internet in your head.
That's the idea.
What else should we do besides that? So Scott gets done interviewing Arnav, and we decided to have a little fun. So are you telling me that you can order food without lifting a finger or saying anything?
Let's do it, yeah.
Yeah.
We want to order it.
Surprise me. And he says, it's asking, what kind of toppings do you want?
Want a cheese pizza?
Pepperoni?
Let's do some pepperoni pizza. Can it do pepperoni?
Let's try.
Let's try.
You got ourselves pizzas.
Get out of here. And he's like, okay, pizza's on his way. Should be here soon. We didn't really believe him. So we start packing up our gear, and lo and behold, he says, Katie, your pizza's here.
17.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thing.
Let's do it, yeah.
Yeah, doing Arnav. And we decided to
Entire internet in your head.
It's Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Yahweh be the true name for the Heavenly Father. Yahushai be the name for his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopeful elect, pushing this truth in all honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yahweh coming at you no less to the spirit power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. This lesson is going to be going to a weekly update of the Mark of the Beast. This article that we see here is titled Elon Musk's Neuralink implant will connect human brains to computers. In the video you just seen on 60 Minutes or 60 Minutes Overtime, I'll replay this real quick.
And he gets the answer right in his ear through vibrations.
You could be an expert in any subject. You have the entire internet in your head.
Well, that's what we're reading about within the scriptures right here. We're going to read about that again in Revelation 13 chapter. This is going to coincide with the technology called the RFID microchip implant, which is what Elon Musk is using to implant the chip into the brains. And he's going to be trying to get this pushed out very soon. It says Musk's secretive Neuralink brain startup is setting out to raise $51 million. So far, it has $39 million in the bank to fund research and development into a brain implant that would connect humans with computers. All right, so now you see in the video in 60 Minutes, they basically just got a little earpiece here. And with that, he's able to search the internet, you know, just without having to lift up a finger to type anything, without having to look at anything, just with his thoughts. He straight up searched the internet, got answers. He become an expert in any subject and order of pizza. Just with his brainwaves, his thoughts, man. Okay? And so let's go back into the scriptures here, because this technology is in the Bible. And this things like this, these prophecies like this that come to pass, is what proves the Bible to be true. No other book on the face of this planet has prophecies like this that take place. Okay? This is Revelation 13th chapter. All right. And we'll read this again, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Their foreheads. I mean, that means your brain. Okay, and as we've seen what Elon Musk is doing, where's he trying to put that tech? In the brain. And verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. If you don't have this technology in your brain or in your hand, the government will put a shutdown on your finances to where you won't be able to purchase anything. This is what the scripture is saying. That's why it says that no man might buy or sell. So that pizza he just ordered is going to be a law mandatory set up saying, hey, look, you can't order this pizza. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go inside the grocery store. You can't buy a car. You can't buy gasoline. You can't buy medicine. You can't get health care. You can't get insurance. You can't purchase a home unless you have the RFID microchip implant. And this is the implant right here. It actually exists. Okay? You got over 4,000 people in Sweden that got it. You already got hundreds and thousands of people that got it in the United States. It's spreading like wildfire. And they want to push this thing in the medical industry big time to make it, to push laws to make it mandatory for healthcare purposes. Now we can go into the scriptures to break down the words. The meaning of the words. What's that word mark mean? Revelation 13:16, receive a mark. That word mark goes into the Greek word charagma. Now, when you look up what charagma means, it says charagma is an engraved, etched, branded, or inscribed mark or sign. Closest to the original sense, I believe that's charax, is the earliest example where charagma denotes the bite of a snake. Why is it talking about the bite of a snake? Also in reference to engraving, etched, branded, inscribed mark. Well, in the ancient world, it was used to describe a bite of a snake. And why is that? It's because this was a vision. That precept was a vision of the future. And this is what the prophet saw in his vision in the future. He saw a hypodermic needle. Well, they didn't have hypodermic needles in the ancient world at the time he got this vision. So what else could he have compared it to? Well, snake's tooth is pretty damn good, don't you think? Is it not identical to a hypodermic needle? That's a bite of a snake. Okay, that precept is talking about how this device is administered. And that's the exact way it's used to administer this chip in the hand, also in the forehead. They show you subliminally in the movies. This is in the movie Doctor Strange. Okay, it's showing you the microchip in one of the patient's brain. And it said in the movie that the chip malfunctioned and he was supposed to take on that procedure. Okay, here's a quick clip of it. I'll just play it.
Billy, what do you got for me?
I've got a 35-year-old Air Force colonel, crushed his lower spine in some kind of experimental armor, mid-thoracic burst fracture.
Yeah, well, I could help, but so could 50 other people. Find me something worth my time.
I have a 68-year-old female with an advanced brainstem glioma.
Yeah, you want me to screw up my perfect record? Definitely not.
How about a 22-year-old female with an electronic implant in her brain to control schizophrenia struck by lightning?
That does sound interesting. Did you send me the... Got it.
There you go. Okay? So they show you this in these movies. This is what popped up on the screen in this car. That's the Spirit, because it's got a Alpha 144 right there. And also the video recorded at the time of that scene happened at I think it was a minute and 44 seconds. But this is basically what they want to do. Okay, they want to put it in the right hand or in the forehead. And not just the right hand, they even put it in the left hand too. Right or left, you still got the mark of the beast. Okay, this is them actually showing it on Good Morning America.
To implant tiny microchips into its employees. employees.
Not just no, but no. The chips could allow people to unlock office doors, make purchases. Rebecca, come on here.
So many questions about this, Robin and Michael. Good morning. We asked a lot of them. This is the first American company to ever try this. 1 week from today, many of the employees, including the CEO, will voluntarily have the microchips implanted into their bodies, and they're calling it, I'm not kidding here, a chips and salsa party.
So this is the real deal, man. They showed you in James Bond with him getting the chip. They've been advertising this thing for a long time. A long time. And just to show you how real it is, of how soon this is going to take place here in the United States to be made mandatory, look what Trump said.
Proper tracking system. Sure that this happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. You ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
He's talking about a biometric tracking system. Okay? I'll rewind a little bit further just so you can hear it.
We need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk.
Okay? He's talking about the RFID microchip implant. That's what he's talking about.
Number 8, we will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately.
And he said he wants to do this in his administration. Well, his administration could be up this year, but is he not running for president again? Okay? It's here pretty much, man. And the fact that they're putting in these brains, that's going to go into the other point I want to make in the scriptures. Okay? When we scroll up here, in verse 13, Revelation 13:13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So they're going to actually be performing miracles with this RFID microchip implant. The fact that it goes into the brain, what they're using that technology to help paraplegics walk again. You know, transfer memories and thoughts. That's what Elon Musk wants it for. Okay, that's what he wants to do with this thing. Directly connect their brains to the computers. Instantly get all information on how to, perform martial arts that would take decades and years of training, instantly uploaded to your brain. Be an expert in any subject. Have AI at the thought of at the mere thought, you can have artificial intelligence, everything that's uploaded to that right into your brain. That's why they want this thing, man. And I want to play this movie trailer too, because you see a lot of this stuff in movies, but then these movies start to become not so sci-fi anymore when you're seeing text like this actually taking place.
Can anybody else hear you?
No, only you. May I play some?
Hold on, let me rewind it a little bit here. Go back.
What if I told you I could offer you something that would enable you to walk again? I call it STEM, a computer chip that has the potential to change everything. It's a new, better brain.
I am STEM, the system operating your body for you.
Can anybody else hear you?
No, only you. May I point something out? In the drone surveillance footage, Sir Brandner, Marine Corps, address 414 Citrus, Newground. You'll need a plan.
I got this.
This doesn't seem like a well-thought-out plan. I need your permission to operate independently.
Permission granted!
Thank you.
Stay down, man. Sam, he's got a knife!
I see that. We have a knife, too.
There you go, man. Okay? Those are those great wonders. Making fire come down from heaven. People are going to be able to, with mere thoughts, be able to shoot missiles from the sky in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast. Well, the beast represents the world government systems. Okay? The UN, all that stuff, the United Nations, the 10 different kingdoms of Esau, that's the beast right there. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, meaning worship. Worship the government and the system, which had the wound by a sword and did live. You're going to have different soldiers and stuff that'll get blown up in these wars, get wounded, and they'll survive because of this RFID microchip implant. Verse 15, and he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So those that don't take this chip, they'll be killed and beheaded. And most people will not have faith unto death to not take it. Verse 18 says, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which means 666. Okay, and to break that down, this is what that's talking about. Right here. Okay, it's talking about how the system that the microchip operates off of, controlled by the government, the beast. The purchase system, the barcodes, the worship of the beast, the power to control the beast has over the earth. All these people are throwing up the 666 sign. That's what that people call the OK symbol actually stands for. Some people call it white power, but it all goes in coincides with the 666 number. Okay? It's satanic. And they're going to be forcing a lot of people to get this thing. And the prophets, man, we warned you. We told you that these things are out here. This is going to happen in your lifetime. You're going to see this tech. A lot of people think they just have day to day. They have all this time in the world to enjoy their little lives. Go get married and do a bunch of bullshit that's not important, man. Right now, you should be seeking out your salvation with fear and trembling. You know? You see how real this tech is? All these pictures of it. These all just gathered off Google. You can find all this stuff. Let's get the judgment if you decide to take it and not hearken unto the word of the Lord. Revelation 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. And the Lamb is who you ignorantly call Jesus, his true name Yahweh Shai. In his presence you'll be tormented with fire and brimstone. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. You're going to be tortured with fire and brimstone, and what will seem like an eternity. And that word forever goes into basically a set period of time, which could be 1,000 years. Okay? All because you wanted to get a little chip put in you. Well, it's a big deal. You may think it's not a big deal, but it is. And this is the reason why. Okay? Let's go up a little bit further. This is Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? And that represents Esau, so-called white man. Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. That's why he's all into this damn Space Force and space bullshit. Wants to ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation on the sides of the north. Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's what this damn devil has said in his heart. But this is what the Lord says. Yet shalt thou be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So you want to be like God, who you call God? You want to be like Yahweh? You're going to be brought down to the pit. Okay? Judgment's coming. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart. The Lord knows your thoughts. He knows his thoughts towards you. But when you decide to get this damn mark of the beast put in your head, you just block those thoughts. So that's a very serious offense. Okay? Because you can no longer seek the Lord and search him with all your heart, because your heart, your mind, is going to be plagued and blocked with those frequencies from that damn microchip implant. This is why the judgment is with fire and brimstone, being tormented forever, man. Because you straight up slap the Lord in the face, saying, I don't trust you. I trust a man, a thing that you created more than I trust you. It's basically what you just told the Lord. So Elon Musk, this damn devil, man, he's nothing but a puppet to the system, and he's going to be put to death. And he's going into captivity, because that's an Edomite, man. Doing all this wicked shit. Globe Trender. Elon Musk, Neuralink implant will connect the human brains to computers. Then you got this Elamite we seen in the last video.
Are vegans
doing all types of crazy crap, man? Slack you for the commercial. Okay? With his brainwaves searching the internet. You see how those two texts just line up hand in hand? And notice how crazy close it is to that movie that came out called Upgrade, when he put the little chip on the back of his base of his spine of his neck and was able to do all that crazy shit. And if y'all ain't seen that movie, you slacking. Go see that movie, man. Upgrade, because that's what Esau is planning on doing with his military. When he holds that draft, when he wants his new special forces, they're all gonna be implanted with that shit.
Can anybody else hear you?
No, only you. May I point something out?
Esau's getting ready for this, man. We just seen them literally do this in the other video. The dude just, with his thoughts, search the computer and stuff, man. It's not that far-fetched. You know? It really isn't. So keep watch, man. This is the tech right here that they're using. Make sure you pay attention to these prophecies. I'm going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I believe I hit the point. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and will well. And salutations to you, hopeful elect, pushing this truth in all honesty and sincerity. Shalom.